Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to be going over the DPS, aka PvP build if you want to call it that. If you guys want to see another video on a healer build or what's it called, hyper build, leave a comment down below. But for today's video we're going to keep it simple, PvP build, aka DPS, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, first things first, let's go with the expertise. Basically, if you want to go DPS, it's definitely a sniper expert because the skills fucking insane. It's basically everything here in here is DPS build. Or you could go with the defense expert. This shit is also OP, but I would recommend you going with the sniper if you're more skilled at sniping. If you're less skilled, definitely a defense expert. But it's definitely good to have both on your team. Defense expert, basically people can't even shoot you in the body, they gotta hit you in the head or feet, but feet basically does no damage, so they gotta aim for your head. And the skills in here, it's basically all PvP as well, DPS build. So if you want to go with DPS, go for the defense expert or the sniper expert. Now you could go with the explosive expert, but I call that no skill because it literally takes no skill. You just fucking stand there and shoot at the fucking ground, no fucking skill. But you do you, man. So what are the best guns for DPS? For a gun shield, definitely the PP19 Bison. This shit is so overpowered. I literally want a nerf on this gun because a SMG is supposed to have, you know, bad range, but this shit can literally shoot from anywhere, literally across the whole fucking map, better than the AK. And AK is supposed to be for mid-range, which makes no sense. This shit has zero recoil, 1,000 billion range, whatever, and it increases damage by 18. But and you could upgrade this. It's probably like, I think it's 24, I believe, after you upgrade to level 10, like 24 damage, 3.5 seconds when you're in a 25 meter range. Cooldown is only 5 seconds. That means there's only like less than a 2-second cooldown. It's just fucking insane. If you're going for a shield, use the PP19 Bison. Nothing else matters. Just use this gun. Fuck the AK. Just use this gun. Alright, so for the gun shield, if you're pay to win, definitely go with the increased concentration, increased tenacity. There's no doubt in that. But if you're on the free to play side, which is basically what this video is for, because I'm pretty sure no pay to wins are watching this video. Unless you are, cool. What's up? Fearless Vanguard. Most definitely, and probably the critical hit, or if you want skill strength, but I mean maybe if you can bind it with some of the gold. But just go for these two chips if you're free to play, or just straight up ignore everything else. Just go for the Fearless Vanguard only, because it's basically all you need. If you're going for a purple chip, everything else is kind of ass. This shit only gives 2%. I have this, it does nothing. You probably have a better chance at rolling it than fucking buying it here. It's so expensive. Alright, the armor chips for the gun shield build. Basically, the most important one is probably mobility damage. This shit, you're gonna roll around a lot, especially since switching guns from the shield to the gun shield, if that makes any sense. It's actually slower, so if you roll, it's actually a lot faster. So if you roll, this basically gives you that increased damage reduction that you're gonna need. You could also go with the tactical defense because you're gonna throw a nade every single time anyway. An eye for an eye, slows enemies down, easier to hit. Bam, that's your 3 pay to win build. But if you're free to play, just go for the mobility damage. It's the most important one. And I don't know if I need to say this, but if you want to go for purple chips as a free to play, it's also not a bad move. Just go for these 3 though. The call outs recent, the enabled Micha, what the fuck, bro? I don't know how to pronounce this shit. I'm not even gonna trying to say that shit, but go for those 3 chips. Forget this one, the ultimate defense. It's not that great. Just gives critical resistance, which yeah, of course you need, but it's just 2%. And these give like 53 max armor. That armor 33. And that one HP plus 60. So those 3 aren't bad. Forget this one. You only need 3 anyway. But maybe if they add 4 in the future, you could probably get this. But 3 is already so much. Why the fuck do they need a 4th one? Golly. Alright, that was for the gun shield users. Basically, just use the PP19 Bison and the chips I told you. Basically, the Fearless Vanguard, especially for free-to-plays, I definitely recommend it. 30k isn't bad if you think of it, because golden chips are a lot more expensive. But, so if you're a heavy sniper main, you could still definitely go with the PP19 Bison. This gun could literally go with any fucking build. PvE, PvP, doesn't fucking matter. It's so fucking OP because the range, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, but the AK, the recoil is bad, which equals to bad range. With, I know it doesn't make any sense, but that's how the game works. I don't fucking know anymore, man. PP19 Bison goes with any fucking gun. It's very good with this heavy sniper also, but I do recommend the M3 shotgun. Now some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, what the fuck, I gotta stay far away like a pussy. Shut the fuck up, man. I got my reasons why the M3 shotgun is good, and just stay tuned, keep on watching, and you'll know why. Okay, so if you're a sniper main and if you're pay to win, you could definitely go for the increased concentration if you're good at aiming, since you gotta hit a weak point, basically headshot. Or if you're, you know, ass at aiming, which I know most of you guys are. Nah, I'm joking. Basically, you can go for the increased tenacity, but you can only go for one of these chips. The second chip you want to have on your weapons is the armor explosion. Why is this? Basically, that additional 15% adds to that sniper explosive damage or the sniper's armor piercing, and it makes it so fucking OP. And bro, you can't get rid of that recovery armor for 15 seconds. That shit is just too OP. So if you're free to play, there's definitely a chance you could get this. Forget these two, way too fucking expensive. Don't waste your life savings on it. Get the armor explosion. This shit is OP, I'm telling you, 100%. Listen, Linda. And basically, you already know the drill. If you're, you know, super free to play, get this chip, Fearless Vanguard, even for the sniper build. It's the best chip here. Everything else in here is kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. This is basically the best chip. It's 38k, I know, but I'm telling you, it's not that bad compared to fucking golden chips. So get this, invest in this. It only costs 30 chips as well, instead of fucking 50 like a gold chip. Jesus Christ, 50 is so much fucking much. I spent way too much fucking gold. Fuck, man. Alright, let's get into the armor chip for the sniper build. Basically, you want to have an eye for an eye. When you shoot an enemy, it's basically, it does bleeding damage, but that's not the point here. The point here is it slows them down by 16% for 3 whole seconds. The cooldown is basically only 2 seconds, but that slowed down, bro. If you hit a shot, that second shot is gonna be way easier because they're slowed down by 16 whole percent. So let's say you hit a headshot, they slow down, and you hit the second headshot, bro, that player is done. But the second chip I'm looking at here is the mobility damage, because when you're using a sniper main, if you're a sniper main, you always roll. If you don't roll, I don't know what to tell you, you gotta start rolling. But you hit a shot, you roll, you hit a shot, you roll, basically. And the third chip, if you're pay to win, just go for any fucking chip. If you're free to play, you could definitely choose one of this. It's 60k at the moment for both, but if I was free to play, I still am basically free to play. I went for this chip. I have 20 of these, so I'm saving up for these. They're 60k. Eye for an eye is also great if you're a sniper main, of course, but I feel like I might switch in the future, so I'm going for mobility damage because that rolling increase reduction, it's not half bad, man. And that armor, stat armor, 48. Golly. And again, if you're on the free to play side, if you want to go for the purple chips, they're okay too for armor chips. Just get these 3. And of course, forget this. This doesn't really matter to you. So if you're going for DPS, you most likely want higher damage. Basically, just go check out my other video. I did a video on how to get higher damage. But if you don't know yet, this is the new thing. Just go for the Raging Seas instead of the whatever is it called, Raging Seas? Yeah. Go for the Raging Seas instead of the balance, because this gives more DPS damage, basically for PvP. Alright, last but not least, let me explain to you guys why the M3 shotgun is fucking OP, even with the sniper main. So basically, when you get close to an enemy, you get that 22% increased armor, and you get that recovery, skill strength, and that max HP per second. The cooldown is kind of long, but that's not the point here. The point here is shotgun hits for a fucking ton, right? So if you go to advanced here, sniper expert gives you a lot of weakness damage. So if you can see here, that's 94.6% that I have. Without this, I probably have like 70. But basically, shotgun does a lot of damage, weakness damage. If you're hitting headshots, you can literally knock down a pay to win pretty easily. Even as my rating, I've killed pay to wins like with like 2 to 3 shots because of that weakness damage. But of course, you gotta aim for the head. So if you can't aim, I don't know what to tell you. But if you can aim, definitely try out the M3 shotgun. I'm telling you, it's fucking OP. Now, this gun isn't good for PvE. Do not try this gun in PvE. This shit is ass. But for PvP purposes, definitely M3 shotgun. Alright, that was a lot of talking. I hope you guys got some information out of that. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, please. Or or just leave a thumb down. I don't fucking care. Like that, it still helps my views, Jesus. But leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you guys think. As always, I fucking love you guys. Peace out. See you next video. See you whenever.